Namaste, Dandavat Pranam. By the instruction and grace of our spiritual master, Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are here reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 17, Maharaj Pṛthu becomes angry at the earth. Text 1. Maitreya Uvacha Evam sa Bhagavan Venya Kyapito Guna Karmabi Chandayam Asatan Kamai Pratipuja Binandyacha. The great sage Maitreya continued, in this way the reciters who were glorifying Maharaj Pṛthu readily described his qualities and chivalrous activities. At the end, Maharaj Pṛthu offered them various presentations with all due respect and worshipped them adequately. Text 2. Brahmana Pramukhan Varnan Brityamatya Purodasa Puranjana Padan Shreni Prakriti Samapujayat. King Pṛthu, thus satisfied, and offered all respect to all the leaders of the Brahmanas and other castes, to his servants, to his ministers, and to the priests, citizens, general countrymen, people from other communities, admirers, and others. And thus they all became happy. 3. Vidura Uvacha Kasmadhadhara Gorupam Daritri Bahurupini Yamdu Doha Pratustatra Kovatso Dohanam Chakim. Vidura inquired from the great sage Maitreya, my dear Brahmana, since Mother Earth can appear in different shapes, why did she take the shape of a cow? And when King Pṛthu milked her, who became the calf, and what was the milking pot? Text 4. Prakritya Vishama Devi Kritatena Samakatam Tasya Medhyam Hayam Deva Kasya Hetur Aparharat. The surface of the earth is by nature low in some places and high in others. How did King Pṛthu level the surface of the earth, and why did the king of heaven, Indra, steal the horse meant for the sacrifice? Dandavat Pranamananda Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Krishna Krishna.
Text 5. Sanat Kumarat Bhagavato Brahman Brahma Vid Uttamat Labdva Jnanam Savigyanam Rajarshikam Gatim Gata. The great saintly king Maharaj Pṛthu received knowledge from Sanat Kumar, who was the greatest Vedic scholar. After receiving knowledge to be applied practically in his life, how did the saintly king attain his desired destination? Purport. There are 4 Vaishnav Sampradayas, systems of disciplic succession. One Sampradaya comes from Lord Brahma, one from Goddess of Fortune, one from the Kumars, headed by Sanat Kumar, and one from Lord Shiva. These 4 systems of disciplic succession are still going on. As King Pṛthu has illustrated, one who is serious about receiving transcendental Vedic knowledge must accept a guru or spiritual master in one of these 4 disciplic successions. It is said that unless one accepts a mantra from one of these sampradayas, the so-called mantra will not act in Kali Yuga. Many sampradayas have sprung up without authority, and they are misleading the people by giving unauthorized mantras. The rascals of these so-called sampradayas do not observe the Vedic rules or regulations. Although they are addicted to all kinds of sinful activities, they are still offering the people mantras and are thus misleading them. Intelligent persons, however, know that such mantras will never be successful, and as much as they patronize such upstart spiritual groups, people should be very careful of these nonsensical sampradayas. To get some facility for sense gratification, unfortunate people in this age receive mantras from these so-called sampradayas. Pṛthu Maharaj, however, showed by his example that one should receive knowledge from a bona fide sampradaya. Therefore, Maharaj Pṛthu accepted Sanat Kumar as his spiritual master. Dandavat Pranam Uma Devi.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Texts 6 through 7. Yachanyad api Krishnasya bhavan Bhagavata Prabho Shravashu Shravasha Punyam Purvadeha Katashrayam Bhaktaya Me Nuraktaya Tavachadhoksha Jasya Cha Vaktum Arhasi Yoduyad Vainyarupena Gamimam. Pṛthu Maharaj was a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies. Consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee, as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adhoksaja. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Pṛthu, who in the form of the son of King Vina milked the cow-shaped earth. Purport. Lord Krishna is also known as Avatari, which means one from whom all the incarnations emanate. In Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Lord Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Thus, Lord Krishna is the origin of everyone's appearance. As far as this material world is concerned, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are all emanations from Krishna. These three incarnations of Krishna are called guna avatars. The material world is governed by three material modes of nature, and Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva, respectively, take charge of the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Maharaj Pṛthu is also an incarnation of those qualities of Lord Krishna by which one rules over conditioned souls. In this verse, the word adhoksaja, meaning beyond the perception of material senses, is very significant. No one can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead by mental speculation. Therefore, a person with a poor fund of knowledge cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since one can form only an impersonal idea on the strength of one's material senses, the Lord is known as Adhoksaja. Text 8. Sutta Uvacha Chodito Vidarenaivam Vasudeva Katam Prati Prashasya Tam Pratamana Maitreya Pratyabhashata. Sutta Goswami continued, when Vidura became inspired to hear the activities of Lord Krishna in his various incarnations, Maitreya also, being inspired and being very pleased with Vidura, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. Purport. Talk of Krishna Katha, or topics about Lord Krishna or his incarnations, is spiritually so inspiring that the reciter and hearer are never exhausted. That is the nature of spiritual talks. We have actually seen that one can never become satiated by hearing the conversations between Vidura and Maitreya. Both of them are devotees, and the more Vidura inquires, the more Maitreya is encouraged to speak. A symptom of spiritual talks is that no one feels tired. Thus, upon hearing the questions of Vidura, the great sage Maitreya did not feel disgusted, but rather felt encouraged to speak at greater length. Text 9. Maitreya Uvacha Yadhabhishikta Pratur Angaviprar Amantrito Janatayascha Pala Prajanirane Kshiti Prista Etya Shuchamadeha Pitim Abhyavochan. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, at the time King Pṛthu was enthroned by the great sages and brahmanas and declared to be the protector of the citizens, there was a scarcity of food grains. The citizens actually became skinny due to starvation. Therefore, they came before the king and informed him of their real situation. Purport. Information is given herein concerning the selection of the king by the Brahmanas. According to the Varnashram system, the Brahmanas are considered to be the head of the society and therefore to be situated in the topmost social position. The Varnashram Dharma, the institution of 4 Varnas and 4 ashrams, is very scientifically designed. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Varnashram Dharma is not a man-made institution, but is God-made. In this narration, it is clearly indicated that the Brahmanas used to control the royal power. Even an evil king like Vina ruled, the Brahmanas would kill him through their Brahminical powers and would select a proper ruler by testing his qualifications. In other words, the Brahmanas, the intelligent men or great sages, would control the monarchical powers. Here we have an indication of how the Brahmanas elected King Pṛthu to the throne as the protector of the citizens. The citizens, being skinny due to hunger, approached the king and informed him that necessary action should be taken. The structure of the Varnashram Dharma was so nice that the Brahmanas would guide the head of state. The head of state would then give protection to the citizens. The Kshatriyas would take up charge of protecting the people in general, and under the protection of the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas would protect the cows, produce food grains, and distribute them. Sudras, the working class, would help the higher 3 classes by manual labor. This is the perfect social system. Texts 10 through 11. Vayam rajan jataren abhitapta yatagnina kotarastena vriksha tvam adhyayata sharanam charanyam yasharito vrittikara patirna tano bhavan ihaturattavenam shudharditanam naradeva deva Yevannanansha maha uchitroja vartapatistvam kila lokapala. Dear king, just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the tree trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. You are the protector of the surrendered souls, and you have been appointed to give employment to us. Therefore, we have all come to you for protection. You are not only a king, but the incarnation of God as well. Indeed, you are the king of all kings. You can give us all kinds of occupational engagements, for you are the master of our livelihood. Therefore, O king of all kings, please arrange to satisfy our hunger by the proper distribution of food grains. Please take care of us, lest we soon die for want of food. Purport. It is the duty of the king to see that everyone in the social orders, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra, is fully employed in the state. Just as it is the duty of the Brahmanas to elect a proper king, it is the duty of the king to see that all the Varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra, are fully engaged in their respective occupational duties. It is here indicated that although the people were allowed to perform their duties, they were still unemployed. Although they were not lazy, they still could not produce sufficient food to satisfy their hunger. When the people are perplexed in this way, they should approach the head of government, and the president or king should take immediate action to mitigate the distress of the people. Text 12. Maitreya uvacha Pṛthu prajanam karunam nishamya paridevitam dirgham dadhyo kurushtresta nimitam sonva padyata. After hearing this lamentation and seeing the pitiable condition of the citizens, King Pṛthu contemplated this matter for a long time to see if he could find out the underlying causes. And thus ends our reading for today. We will continue from text 13 on Wednesday. Were there any contributions or comments or questions from the assembled devotees? Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees, Sama Bhaktivedanta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Nrsimhapali Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ju Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Giri Govardhan Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai, Sham Kund Radha Kund Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Jai Princeton Bhaktivedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari 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 Bol, Jai Srimati Uma Devi Dasi Ki Jai, Jai Sri Padananda Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai, Hare Krishna.
श्रीपाद कृष्ण केशव प्रभु जी की जय।
Jai. Hare Krishna, everyone.
हरे कृष्णा धन्यवाद।
Dhanyavad.
Dandavat.